And in the Bikesmith studio, Terrie Queen Autrey, no stranger. Well, maybe this is a strange place for you at first, but no stranger to me, and hopefully no stranger to you. With Dart, Terrie, how you doing?
I'm doing well.
All right, so let's get started. We're right down the street from Dart, and summertime's upon us. Let me give the number first of all: 888-411-1333. 888-411-1333. That is the number. If this is the day that you need help, you want to find a way to get out, 888-411-1333. Or if you have any questions, be sure to call 888-411-1333. That's the number that people can find hope, help, and yes, there is a way. I had this thought, Terrie, last night before we get started into what's happening in summertime at Dart, is that people in a situation feel that they are confined and no one knows the situation that they're in, but Dart's pretty much seen it all. Am I right?
We have. We understand the isolation, the fear, the hopelessness, because we've seen it, we've heard it, and even some of us have lived in it before. And so, yeah, you may think that there is no one who understands what you're going through, and certainly your situation is specific to you. But at DART, we've been doing this for 27 years, and some of the people who formed DART we're doing it even longer than that. So please know that we understand.
Sure,
and
sure.
that we're ready to help you.
And yes, there is help. Yes, there is hope. 888-411-1333. Dart, just like, we had Tyler Storms on yesterday. Hunger knows no season nor geography. Domestic violence knows no season or geography.
You're right.
Ubiquitous is a word. Especially after what we've been going through, I know that you have seen, and so has the Sheriff's Department, seen an increase of tension, to say the least, in a benign way, right?
Everyone's under stress, and if you are already in a stressful relationship with violence and abuse in it, then COVID and isolation and all of those things, economic hardship that have occurred as a result of what we've gone through the last year, certainly has done a number on relationships that are already violent.
Sure enough. And help is there, counseling is there. We encourage you to reach out, please, to do what you need to do in a nonviolent way now. DART, the Domestic Abuse Resistance Team, Terrie Queen Autrey, our guest here. And we're going to do more of these because she approached me about planning for the October vigil. I'm like, why wait till that? Why don't we do something now and keep people apprised of exactly what DART is doing and what is DART doing these days?
Well, first, let me just thank you, Rick, because with isolation having occurred and the community just opening up again,
right.
DART hasn't had the opportunity to do a lot of public speaking and to get the word out in the way that we usually do with awareness events and interviews and speeches. And so thank you for this opportunity because we need that. We have to keep getting the word out.
Well, you're most welcome. And here's something, too, somebody had posited to me, like, we're on the age of a second renaissance. We have the opportunity to create a remarkable future with the COVID cacophony that just shut everything down in a cocoon kind of way. People are looking at videos. Well, boom, this is what I'm doing right now. So people have been accustomed to doing this. And maybe, just maybe, someone somewhere someday is going to look at this video between you and me and say, you know what? I need to call that number right now and get help for myself as well as family.
That's right, and we're glad to hear it.
So we're just adapting and evolving now. You were talking about Donna Bernard has something going on extra special for the children because, and in a not so coincidental way, Tyler Storms was here on CCA, Hunger Knows No Season. Well, talk about the it's not a food drive, is it?
It's not really a food drive, but it is a summer grocery drive for our families. Many of the families served by DART live at the edge of poverty, if not in poverty. One of the top reasons for poverty with women is leaving a domestic violence situation, that they often have to start all over again. Perhaps they were not working full-time before, or perhaps they stayed home full-time with the children, and now they're starting over and learning, getting a job, learning a trade, whatever. For whatever reasons, they have economic hardships, and they depend upon school meals.
Right.
So
right.
now it's summertime.
Right.
And they don't have breakfast or lunch that's been provided throughout the school year. And Donna had already had the foresight during holidays. Donna Bernard is DART's child advocate, and she has grown our program in tremendous ways. She has a huge compassionate heart for kids, loved children, and she actually had the thought for 2 years now of doing pantry packs during school holidays. So
Right.
it's Thanksgiving, it's spring break, it's Christmas, and she makes sure that there are extra food boxes to send home with our families. She has a group that meets on Monday and on Tuesday at the bridge downtown, but you could bring this to the DART office, which is simply 2 blocks north at 108 West Alabama. 9 to 4, Monday through Friday, we're open, and you could drop anything off. But what Donna did was expand that idea to include summertime. And what we have now is certainly pantry packs, and by that I mean non-perishable, easy to fix food items. So that could be soups, macaroni and cheeses, it could be crackers, it could be peanut butter, any of those things that are non-perishable. Meals in a can, Chef Boyardee, kids always love that. Whatever you can find that's easy to fix. Fruit cups is another one. But Donna also said that if you love refrigeratable things and have them and would prefer to bring that kind of thing, then Monday and Tuesday are the days she'll be meeting with the kids. So bring them on those days.
All right. Now, all this information is summed up on the Facebook page, I would dare say, correct?
We have information on the Facebook page about these kind of things. But Donna and I just prepped for this meeting with some other ideas for food that people may not be thinking of. For example, you have a garden, have all those extra tomatoes, cucumbers, squash, you've used it all, your family has said, don't bring us any more. I love that. I would eat that with salt right now. But anyway, bring us your veggies.
Right.
And if you could bring them on Monday or Tuesday, then we'll get them to them fresh to our families at group on Monday and Tuesday nights.
All right, let me just make sure we're not duplicating, but we're being the most effective and doing the most good in an efficient and expedient way. CCA, the exact same message Tyler was here yesterday. Now, are these families, how do I want to, I guess, sheltered, for lack of a better, or way that, you know what I mean, for privacy purposes? And so that's why we need to have a separate designation for the DART children and their parents? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, if they're at our shelter, they're being fed, because that's part of our program is to meet their needs for shelter and food and that kind of thing. No, we're talking about the families that come to DART. They may have moved out of the shelter, but they're starting their lives over again. The mom's getting a job, or it might be the dad if the dad's a victim.
Sure.
And trying to make do with their kids. And summertime is just a hard time because they're out of the school meals.
Right.
So is your point that they could go to CCA and get these groceries?
Correct. I mean, but I also understand if they can't go there for visibility purposes because of the situation. That's all I'm trying to get clarity on.
Thank you for saying that. We have had some moms at groups say, I'm concerned about going to that new refrigerator they put in front of CCA because I don't want people to see me. I'm still trying to be careful about where my kids and I are seen.
That, yeah.
Exactly. Another idea that Donna had was hunters. She said people hunt, and there is a limit on I'm not a hunter, but there is a limit on how much you can not only hunt
but this isn't hunting season right now, correct?
No, but
it's fishing season.
And she just had that example too. She said they fished for a bunch of perch, and we're on a family vacation. We're prepared to take them all, and took them down the road to a place that I don't know where she took them, but the people were thrilled to have all this fish too.
I got you.
Or if you have chickens, let's say you have chickens and you have tons of eggs, and you know they can only stay fresh for so long, and you want to do something good with them, bring them to us. Because on Mondays and Tuesdays, Donna has between 20 and 30 kids, and that's representing families with the moms as well, and they will come to our groups of both of those events. And I think I wanted to tell you earlier, Rick, we were talking about it, that the reason our group has doubled and we have 2 meetings a week and more people is because Donna had the insight to include foster care children.
Right, right.
Because by definition, if they've been removed from their families, they've been removed for things like violence.
Sure enough.
And so they've witnessed or experienced abuse. And it's a perfect setup for us to share our resources and invite those kids in to receive the services, the support, and of course the encouragement and fun that Donna provides at the DART children's groups on Mondays and Tuesdays.
We're navigating the DART Facebook page as we talk with Terrie Queen Autrey here. We encourage you to go there to get all the information you need to know as we will come back here. By the way, if you have any questions, we're going to set this up on a frequent basis. Since, again, a lot of folks are watching on the Zoom kind of way or their phone kind of way and this stream kind of way, questions, comments, and or topics for future, we will go there for you, for them, to help out. Matter of fact, what was one of the ones that I told you to write down? We're not going into it today.
Domestic violence and animals. Four Paws has a building.
And
because,
animals.
Yeah, we want to discuss
that. That's a great
that
concept, too. But we will take care of that. What else can we possibly say today for you, for whomever out there right now?
We're thrilled to get the word out again. And earlier I might have misled in saying that we haven't had an opportunity to speak in public. Well, we haven't, but we're willing to. Mm-hmm. So call us to your classrooms again. Call us to your club and organizations again. But we love this as a media, as a medium for us to get our word out, because people are, you're right, turning to their computers more often still. People are working from home more than ever before.
Right.
And they have these few minutes perhaps that someone sends them a link and goes, hey, I just saw this, you should check it out. And so
any way we can be part of the solution here, not only for you, for DART, for the individual who this message will reach sometime in the future. And I know you have an excellent relationship with the Lincoln Parish Sheriff's Office. And again, DART not only serves Lincoln Parish, but
we serve 7 parishes.
7 parishes.
Yes. And we go all the way down to Wynn Parish, and we go all the way up to Union Parish, and we go west all the way to Bienville and Claiborne parishes.
Well, I know you're going to think of 3 things I should have said to Rick after you leave here. Well, that's why you come back 3 more times, as many times as necessary.
That's right, because I will think of things after I leave.
Awesome. Terrie, thank you so much. And yeah, we'll get volunteer opportunities as well.
Yes.
Okay. All that's on the Facebook page and the website as well, I would dare say.
That's right.
All right, Terrie, thank you so much.